Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our Married at First Sight review. This is RCRC, the Relationship Connection with Ronald and Charlie. I am Charlie, a mental health therapist.
I'm Ronald Willis, a marriage and family therapist.
And here is where we discuss, break down, take apart the Married at First Sight episodes. We are in season 14, and this is episode 13. Got some more drama on the way. Pretty good episode.
You think so?
I think so. This is the episode where they are now. I think we're at 17 days to decision day.
Right, and the experts are more involved.
Yes. And the couples are meeting with the experts and seeing. I think the biggest thing was what any unanswered questions that are now existing for the couples.
Right, they met with Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper.
That's right.
Man, what a name, Dr. Pepper. Where's Mr. Pibb at? Let's move on, y'all.
All right. So let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, you might want to check out some more of our videos on our channel here, First Focus Faith. Check us out for our relationship connection videos where we talk about things that normal couples go through, the challenges and conflicts they have, and give tips and resolutions on how to overcome it or how to deal with it and how to navigate in a Christian way.
Biblical principles
are being applied.
That's right. And for this show, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. Do it all, y'all.
Yes. All right. Great. So let's go ahead and get started. And the first couple that we are going to discuss tonight is Michael and Jasmina.
Oh, the Mike.
So interesting.
Mike
had some things to open up. So when shocking, but not too shocking here.
What was shocking about them? It's the same thing.
No, some of the things that came out. So when Michael met with Pastor Cal.
Okay.
And he said that things are getting better.
Right.
But one of the biggest letdowns was that, well, let me go back. One of the nicest things that he said, he's not only doing things out of routine, kind of, he's doing it because he wants to do it for his wife.
Okay, that's a plus. That's positive.
That's a positive. But there was something else that was said that Jasmina was doing things because she was a wife. And when he was doing things because, it's the marriage, when he asked her about it and decided not to do those things and go forward, like he wanted to wait and pretty much to see the intimacy, give it time for her to want to do whatever. That was a mistake.
What was a mistake?
Pastor Cal was saying that was, you don't step back, you move forward.
Oh yeah, what he was doing,
right.
Yeah, because it's still, to me, it's still the same thing. There is no emotional connection. There is no emotional intimacy, and like I said on the previous episode, it really comes from Michael.
Right.
He needs to initiate things, and Jasmine has said that the door's open. You just gotta walk in.
Yes.
Take the initiative. Be assertive. Show Jasmine that you want to be with her sexually.
And the other good thing one of the things that was said was that she said she doesn't feel anything when he touches her, but she's not having the door closed like you said from him doing that.
That's right. And for me, when I hear her say that, that means, Mike, touch her more. Mm-hmm. Okay, so she can start feeling those things. If I just touch you one time and stuff, you're not going to feel anything, right?
Right.
No, you need to keep doing it because then it plants a seed that this guy wants me.
Right.
Right now he's just doing stuff out of obligation.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm obligated to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. But it's not building the connection they need to sustain a successful relationship so at the end of this process, they can stay together versus getting a divorce.
Yes, he's playing it safe. And I like that Dr. Pepper told Jasmina not to, when she makes the statement that I'm not feeling anything, not just to make it an end all. Just
Right.
say yet, because you're growing and you're
That's
working
right.
on it.
Yes.
It's so powerful how words can.
That's
stop.
right. That one word. That one word.
One word.
Stuff, you know, it puts it in your mind and stuff, right? And you are in this process, right? So you trying to you trying to get your relationship where it needs to be at during the process, and the process needs to continue and grow as we go through navigating in this process.
Right.
So it's important that that I'm glad she pointed that out, because I know when I was hearing, I didn't hear that. I was like, okay, that was good.
Yeah.
The one word yet.
Yet. That was that. That was toward the end of the show when
put in yet.
they all met after the volleyball game.
And that opens up the door that it has not occurred yet, but it can occur.
Yes, yes. And then think about how now Michael is going to receive that.
Well, hopefully he can step up his game.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Maybe we need to talk to the O.
No, you don't need to talk to him.
The O is very assertive and aggressive.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, Mike is passive.
So now Jasmina's concern was when she talked to Dr. Cal. I'm sorry,
Dr. Pepper.
Not Dr. Pepper. Pastor Cal.
Okay, Pastor Cal. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Jasmina did talk to
Doctor. I got it right the first time. Y'all, come on, Charlie, you messed me up.
Was that she didn't know his past, and she wants to know the person that she's with, because
but they talk about his past. Remember his brother dying and stuff.
I know, but I guess
I didn't understand that.
She feel like she didn't know him well enough, because he says his past has made him who he is.
That's everybody. My past made me, but your past made you. Okay, that's not a revelation.
I think it's more approach just getting to know him and getting trust. But Michael feels now that they are friends, are on a different level now, that he can be even more vulnerable, even more open, and that could build their connection. And I hope they do that. I really do.
They got an opportunity.
They do.
Might touch her sensual. Kiss her. Some kisses.
Don't cry.
Yeah, but kiss her. Some kissing. Not the peck. You just kiss her so she can feel. Yeah, so she can feel something.
Okay.
I mean, she's there for you. She wants you to do it. So step your game up.
Now
I can change you. Stop calling you Mike, and I'll call you Michael. That's what the Mike was at the beginning. Mike.
Oh, anyway, the last thing with that was, and I wrote it down so I can remember. So when they had their discussion, when Michael and Jasmina came together and had their discussion, one of the things she said that she was not worried about, if they are not physical before decision day. She's not really concerned so long she has feelings for him.
Yeah, she's looking for the connection.
And that is good.
She's looking for the connection.
Now, it's very important that you come on now.
Yeah. She's looking for that emotional connection that's missing. And if they don't get the emotional connection, they will not be together at decision day. They will not stay together. No, I can't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it.
It's
got to be something.
Then it's all on Mike.
Mike?
He ain't Michael yet. You still Mike.
Still Mike.
I need you to be Michael. Okay. Bring it on. Okay?
All right. So now let's look at the second couple here we're going to talk about is Steve and Noah.
Here we go again. These couples' drama doesn't change. They still have the same problem going on. Man.
Security and trust is going on here.
I would like for y'all to turn the corner.
Now, when they had their individual discussions, Noah with Pastor Cal and Steve with Dr. Pepper, of course, they talked about what their concerns were.
Yeah, Noah brought in some new stuff. It was old, but it was new.
What is that?
The social media. Her thought process about the social
that's
media.
When they want
BAD. I'd put a capital B on that. Bad for Noah.
Yeah.
That's right, man. You can't be on that platform like, it's my decision. We can have a decision that hurt our partner.
Yeah. But you know what? Again, I feel like all of that is coming from she's getting frustrated with this financial thing. And she's kind of losing. And one thing you don't want a woman to do is start losing respect for you.
Well, I think she's just not caring.
Yeah. I'm sorry. She's getting to the point
not
where
caring anymore.
This dude,
because she had probably slowly get to a place where she's gonna say no on decision day because he's not man up. He's not a what's the word I'm looking for? He's not being a man how she wanted to be a man.
Right.
And that is have a job.
Yeah.
A full-time job. He's still
over and over again
tiptoeing around that. He allude to it somewhat. He may suggest it, but he never comes out and say, "Hey, look, I'm gonna get a full-time job. This is what you want. This is what I'm gonna do." Okay. He keeps saying, "Well, we got the finances. And what if the finances support us and I don't have to work? What if it's more money than having a full-time job?"
Oh, now that was the big. Let's sit down to discuss the plan.
Yeah, and that was bad. It had some aspects of being good, but when you look at it at the totality of that conversation, it was just another bad conversation, and it just illustrates more and more that this dude does not want to have a full-time job.
Yeah, it was nothing finite about it.
Right.
It was
did you show how much money you have?
That's what I thought was going to happen because he had the computer up. But I said, okay, he's been open up the bank account. He's been lay down some stuff.
And then he throws something out that he wanted her to catch, but she didn't catch it. I'm not opposed to having a full-time job. And he wanted her to catch that bone. Her hands did not reach out and catch that bone at all. The look on her face, like I said, I'm totally disgusted with you. You do not want a full-time job, and I'm sick of this. I'm just saying. That look on her face was like, man, there was no joy in it. She wasn't receiving what he was saying and stuff, right? And I think he thought he was saying, man, I'm really saying some good, powerful things now and stuff. No, you was not. You said the same thing you've been saying over and over again. And she's getting to the point where she's not really caring about it anymore. Mm-hmm. She's not. You got the only way you're gonna make the relationship work, Steve. This is another guy messing it up, like Mike messing up with Jasmina. Is get a full-time job. If you do not get a full-time job, I do not see her saying yes on decision day. I do not see that. Okay.
So he even asked about children. And it's good to sit and talk about.
She was shocked. She was shocked when he agreed with her.
Within a year.
Yeah, because she was asking that question because she wasn't talking about kids. She was talking about money. Exactly what she was talking about. Because if you want a kid within a year, that means you got the finances. So she was shocked when he said, dude. "Yeah, well, I can do that." And she's like, "Really, dude? You don't have a job. You know you can't do that." So it's just hilarious to see him go through this. Okay? It is. Because he's tap dancing. And the more you tap dance, the less you're going to care.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
That is.
And she's not going to respect you. If she don't care for you, she's not going to respect you enough. So the social media probably going to be increased. You might see some more stuff out there.
Yeah.
She might just put it out there. This dude don't want to work. And then he'll come back with the social media. Are you talking about me? Who else you think? Come on, man. You the only one.
Yeah, Steve. I'm sorry. Pretty much.
I mean, when it first started, I was like, this is gonna be good.
When you sat down and had a plan?
They're gonna organize the finances. He's gonna show her that, hey, I got enough money. As a matter of fact, I got more money if I was even working a full-time job. I got more money than that. So you don't have anything to worry about. No. This dude showed.
He even threw out the idea that you may want to take some time off.
Really? You saw the look on my face?
We both don't have a job. Then we'll both not have a job.
What we're going to do?
Because he didn't say you can take some time off and I'll get a full-time job. No, he didn't say that.
No. What he said, neither one of us are going to be working. That's what he said. Neither one of us need to work.
We can just travel or something.
We can just travel. I do that sometimes. I just get up and leave. Okay.
And here again, if you have the financial backing to do all that,
then you can do it. But you got to show that.
Yeah.
And because he's missing who he with. She feared that.
Right. Yeah.
And like if you were someone else, right, that didn't have her background, that created this fear of not being able to be financially stable, she probably could receive some of the stuff you're saying. Okay, mm-hmm. We can do this, we can do that. Okay,
right.
You can have a full time, you don't have a full time job, but you're missing who you're with and understanding their past is affecting her mentality about financial stability now.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't get that from you, she's not going to be with you.
Yeah, that's a lot to unpack right there.
Right. And if he could grasp that, if he could pull that in and understand that she has a fear of what he's given her, which is not a job, then perhaps it might change his direction and change his mind and go in and get the full-time job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to go ahead and speed through and get on to our third couple here. And we're actually going to look at the O.
The O.
The O.
The O.
And Katina.
He know he's running the show.
Now, the show first came on, this episode, and they showed them going to the grocery store together for the first time.
Man, that was cool.
And food just so important in this relationship.
You got to make sure she cook.
It's aggravating. You know how I feel about cooking.
But it's all about her. If she's okay with it, she's okay with it.
I still feel
that's their relationship and how they want to navigate
he said that
relationship.
At the end, that's their marriage. He's not, he's gonna do what they're gonna do for their marriage. But through that whole conversation, if we could speed through a little bit, when at the end, you could just the volleyball. What's that? Volleyball.
They're playing volleyball.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end, when Dr. Pepper came in and Pastor Cal, and even toward the end when he was talking about how it's their marriage or whatever, you could just see her face just.
Dr. Pepper?
No, I'm talking about
Katina.
Yeah, her face was just like, I don't know. It's
she is compatible with the O. That's the bottom line. Because imagine if she had the personality of Lindsey.
Oh, of course.
It would not work and
I
stuff.
understand that concept.
He needs somebody more reserved and kind of, receive a lot of things he's given out versus, being aggressive back toward him.
I understand that.
Right.
But he in this episode, he said to Dr. Pepper that he didn't belittle his wife. He felt like he wasn't being superior and all that.
He went in defense mode.
Of course. He went in defense several times.
He heard things he did not like. They was true now.
Yeah, it's true.
But, a lot of times we hear things and, for him, he's not seeing himself, so he don't realize that. He doesn't totality know that. He don't wholeheartedly know that, right? Mm-hmm. He may know some aspects of it because, him and Katina, they made him apologize. He apologized for his behavior. Mm-hmm. But, we don't see ourselves. Mm-hmm. Other people see ourselves. See us, right?
Right.
So naturally, when you have a thought process about self and you don't see yourself and someone tells you something different from your thought process, you come on the defense.
Yes, more than once. He came on the defense during the conversation that him and Dr. Pepper had, and then once they all got to the beach volleyball, I don't know why I get stuck on that. He was defensive there, even during tour afterwards.
The bottom line, he have belittled her. Yeah. He have talked down to her. He has been pretty much has conversation that was just totally ugly, to saying that she is not white material, she's not a woman, and she can't cook, and all these things he have said. So, for Dr. Pepper to come and say that to him and him go in defense mechanism, he's just 100% wrong.
Yeah. And then he said, I'm glad, he was saying that Dr. Pepper didn't know what was going on. I mean, he was just, whew. But how much of that will Katina be able to take?
I mean, as long as she's doing what she's doing, it just seems like she's going to take it. It doesn't seem like it's a healthy relationship because it's favoring him more than anything. And I keep saying, what is Katina getting out of this relationship?
And they have not.
That's what I keep asking myself.
Yet.
What is she getting out of
it? Yes.
He has his demands. He's trying to get the things out of the relationship. But what is she getting out of it? Mm-hmm. Because all I see is her trying to, meet his demands, trying to do what he wants, trying to make him happy.
Right.
Okay, and then he telling her, you need to do this, I need you to do this, I want you to do this. But what is she getting out of the relationship? Because both got to get something out of the relationship. Yeah. I just don't see her getting a lot out of the relationship. Unless that I'm missing something. I don't see that. It just seems like it's one-sided, all about what the O wants.
The O.
Yeah, it's all about what he wants and stuff. And I just don't see that working in the end. I think sooner or later she's going to snap.
Yeah, there's so much you can take. That's why I said, how much is she gonna take? Now, the conversation that she had with Pastor Cal and
who, Katina?
yes,
Okay.
and let's talk a little bit about the. I'm not sure what kind, the dizzy, something dizzy. When they were talking about sex, she was talking about sex, and she called it a dizzy, something dizzy. And she explained it that that's when the sex is so good that the lust takes over. Then afterwards, you're like, what have I done? So Pastor Cal made a point to her in saying that you want to have lust in your marriage.
That's right. You want to
and
lust.
It's okay because you're committed to that.
But it doesn't mean that it's all lust.
Oh, that's what that means.
Yeah, and that's it. And then you right, because you're not seeing the full picture.
Yes.
Yeah. So
I've never been in that position.
You never been dizzy? You went dizzy with me? You did? Okay. All right.
Let's move on.
Okay. I'm feeling a certain kind of way. Maybe we need to end this show. Because in the beginning, you're supposed to be dizzy.
Is that what?
That's right. Because you didn't really know me, but you was
know.
like,
I need the other word. I can't figure out what the other word would have been because it be dizzy or something.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not young enough to know that.
Don't put it in the comments.
I'm not young enough to know that. But there's some aspects of it in the beginning because you don't wholeheartedly know the person. So you're with somebody and the sex is real good and stuff.
Any thoughts on why they still haven't consummated the marriage?
It's the O. He don't want to do that.
The O.
Yeah, based on his concept of trying to wait.
Something else.
Yeah, he's trying to wait because he don't want to do things like he did in the past. So he want to be a different person. He don't want to be Isaac anymore. He want to be Olajuwon now. So Olajuwon want to do things completely opposite what Isaac did. Isaac trying to have sex the first night. So Olajuwon is trying to go through the process of building emotional intimacy, physical connection, and all other things that occurred before. Not physical connection, but mental connection before he had the physical connection.
Okay.
So, and it may come back from a place of, if I have sex with you now, Isaac may come out. I may not want to be with you no more. There, I got what I want. That's what Isaac used to do. Get what I want, and then I leave you. That's right. So.
All right. So let's talk about the last couple here, Mark and Lindsey.
Another hot mess.
Okay, the big problem here is communication. They're not. They have to learn how to effectively talk to one another. She is harsh. Lindsey comes off harsh.
But this episode reveals some things about why she comes out like that.
For both of them.
Right. But go ahead.
For her,
we keep saying, it's communication. And I think that communication is a symptom of the problem and not actually the problem.
Right.
I think the problem is fear and the inability to be able to express your emotions in such a way that create a connection. Because you mentioned that her emotion is sadness, okay? Mm-hmm. But when she expressed it, it's anger and frustration. Mm-hmm. Therefore, if it's anger and frustration, I'm not reacting to the real feeling, which is sadness. Mm-hmm. So when you react with anger and frustration, then I react with the same thing to you and stuff. And therefore, the feeling that you're really having is not being explored. It's not being processed. We don't know that and stuff, right? And what keeps us from really expressing our true feeling is fear.
So where's the sadness linked to?
That's a good question. You tell me.
It's linked to the relationship that she had with her mother.
Ooh, that is powerful, y'all.
It is. I noticed that when she was talking to Dr. Pepper, and she went back a little bit about it.
Right.
But it is something that she missed or didn't get mm-hmm. in the way her and her mother interacted with each other, which they're not on good terms and stuff. That is where that's coming from.
So her problem's coming from her mother. The sadness. Okay.
Yeah. So when she responds to him, all that is a defense mechanism for her. It turns to that way.
Right. It turns to anger and frustration.
Anytime
you're not expressing your true feelings, there's a defense mechanism that comes from a place of fear.
All right.
Okay.
So let me give you some outlines.
Because if you tell the true feeling,
right,
you're being vulnerable.
Right.
We're scared to be vulnerable.
You get hurt.
Yeah.
Right. So what about Mark?
Mark comes from his father.
That's right.
That's right.
So that was it was like something that happens in counseling when we counsel and someone gets that aha moment.
Yeah.
He got that aha moment.
He did get the aha moment and stuff. He came to some realization, some revelation about, how he communicates.
Yeah.
Okay?
What do you got? Because I got something.
No, you go ahead.
Well, what I received was when Pastor Cal was discussing with him how he grew up and what he saw. He saw his mom yell at his dad a lot. And the dad would not argue, so just shut down. And would argue. Yes. Pastor Cal then told him, Lindsey is not your mom.
That's right. Okay.
So he has a fear, to me, that this is going to happen. What I saw in my parents' relationship is going to happen in my marriage.
And that's why that's why Pastor Cal told him, look, dude, you are Mark the Shark. You're not your father.
Yes.
That's right. You control your own destiny.
Right.
You have control of the destination based on the things you're going to do and stuff, right? And just because it occurred in the past with your father, that doesn't mean it's going to occur with you.
Right.
Because y'all two different people. Okay?
Yes.
Stop putting that weight on you. Okay?
Yeah. And he asked him, are you afraid that you're going to become like your father?
And what did he say?
He just stopped. And he did that deer in the headlight look he does.
So he said yes. That's what he said.
Because that was his aha moment when he started connecting some things and realizing, hey, what was going on.
Right.
So even to the fact that when him and Lindsey got together to have their discussion,
right.
It was almost like he was about to cry, and she was like, "What's going on?" He said it's been a very emotional day because things came out to him then. Yeah,
they connected at the end.
Mm-hmm.
However, it still left with knowing the problem, but didn't have a resolution for it.
Right.
Yeah.
He said some things about learning how to talk together, setting your tone, and all of that.
Yeah, because for Lindsey,
you have to see it work.
Lindsey has to be able to express the real feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Don't express the frustration and anger about being sadness. Mm-hmm. Let them know that. I feel sad. Like we have talked in the previous shows how you express your true feelings, because you want the person to respond to your true feelings. Mm-hmm. If you don't express your true feelings and you express frustration, anger, then that's what they're gonna respond to. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes when you're frustrated and anger, people don't listen to that.
Now, the conversation that Dr. Pepper had with Lindsey brought out something that Dr. Pepper knew, that the way Lindsey talks, she can be kind of aggressive in her tone or whatever.
Right.
She gave her some tips on how to talk and some of the things, not to forecast.
Right.
Just project and the way things are going. But just learning how to, when you talk to someone, don't set it where the person can be defensive.
Right, and that's why you come out with "I feel sad" and stuff.
Yes.
There's no defense mechanism because I'm talking about how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Right. Well, when I use anger and frustration, no, I'm not pointing the finger at you. You making me feel this way, and then naturally I'm gonna defend that because I don't feel like I'm making you feel that way. Mm-hmm. Then I don't know the feeling at all. What is the feeling? It's something you have to learn though as you grow and stuff, right? And we echoed in our other shows, when you start expressing how you feel, you start operating in love. When you not telling how you feel and you allowing fear to dominate and the anger and frustration to coming out, you operate in fear.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And you want to operate in love.
Yeah. So let's talk about the volleyball. The end of the how it all went out. Olajuwon just went off the I don't know, the roof or whatever you want to call it, and said what he had to say about Dr. Pepper. And Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal came out, and they
shocked. Did you see his face?
Yeah.
Then he was sitting there like, okay, I don't know what they heard, right?
We heard it all.
I'm hoping they didn't hear anything and stuff. Right? He was just sitting there, hope they don't hear anything. Hope they didn't hear anything. And then they came out and busted his bubble. And you're like, oh man, they heard me.
We heard it all.
Yeah, you put your foot in your mouth, dude.
Yeah, but I do like the way she came out and said,
yeah, she's very professional.
Yeah,
very professional.
Because we could have went in on you, but
That's right.
she was professional.
That'd have been you. You'd have went in, right,
no,
y'all?
I wouldn't have went in.
You would have been very professional too.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You hesitated with that. Yes, y'all. Television. I heard some hesitation going on.
I would have to be very professional.
Yeah, I think you'd have been very professional.
Yeah. Because they're just there to help.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
They're there to help, and she could have even came out and told her, yes, you are. You do that.
Get up out of here.
Okay? Yeah. Stop all that lying.
Yeah.
But she handled it very, very well. And that caused him to kind of change his perspective. Mm-hmm. Now I got some understanding.
Well, yeah, right. Okay. Right. Anyway, he still was like on the defensive about it to me. Yeah. So
but then this part of the show I hate. Let me see. This part of the show for Olajuwon I hate because he threw the L word out there again.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. Why even throwing it out there? Okay? Because 1 minute love was not on the table. Then when love was on the table, and I was telling you, remember I was telling you, I said, he keep going back and forth. Now love's off the table. Which side of the fence you on? And Pastor Cal was trying to tell you that love is a choice. It's not a feeling. If you wait on the feeling of love, good luck with that. Okay, feelings are up and down. They're emotional. You're emotionally high now. You're emotionally down. Right. You feel good now. You feel bad. Love is consistent. Okay, and it's based on being patient and kind and how you treat the other person. And then they treat you the same way, then that creates that feeling that you have that comes from love, but love itself is not a feeling. Mm-hmm. Stop waiting on the feeling. Right. If you committed, the other thing, you can't have commitment without love and it works. You can't. No, I'm committed. You can be committed all day long. In this type of relationship, you need the glue, and that is love. If you don't have love, the commitment does not work.
Right. Pretty good. So before we end, let's see, where are we now
with the rankings?
Yeah.
The order. I always go first, Charlotte. I'm gonna let you go first.
I don't generally have an order.
You always say that, but you always put an order out there. I don't have an order, but this is my order.
No, I like to really look at it in the way of, do I think this person...
Okay, define it how you want it. It's still the same thing. I call it order. You call it something else.
Well, they say yes on decision day.
What you got there? Who's your most powerful couple to say yes?
Let's see.
Do we have enough time on this episode?
For Mark and Lindsey, it depends on what's going on the night before.
That's off the couples.
So,
if Lindsey stay aggressive, you don't see them making it, right?
Right.
Steve doesn't get a job, you don't see them making it,
right?
Okay. When Katina finally blow up the O, you don't see them making it,
right?
And then Mike and Jasmina are friends, so you don't see them making it.
I don't have nothing for you then.
So you don't.
I had one couple.
So you got none.
But I have one couple that may say yes on decision day. That will be Mike and Lindsey. That may say this. Mark and Lindsey.
Okay, you still okay. The easiest path to say yes for these couples is Steve and Noah. They got the easiest road.
Yep, they got the easiest
road.
Because
all Steve got to do is get a freaking job. Bam! You got a yes, dude.
Yeah, but
the rest. They got some challenges.
Yeah, the rest got some major challenges to do.
Now I still think Mark and Lindsey is going the more opportunity to say yes. Okay. And then I got Steve and oh my Jesus. I don't know who I got next anymore. It's confusing in the brain, y'all. Well, let's come up with something. And Steve and Noah.
Okay.
And then, the O and Katina. Mm-hmm. And I just don't have Mike and Jasmina making that at all. I just don't. Okay. I don't see Mike stepping up, changing his name from Mike to Mike. I just don't see that. I don't see it. I don't see him changing this game. I don't see that.
Well, we'll definitely find out.
Yeah, he may try a little bit, and then Jasmina don't really feel nothing and stuff, and then he's gonna stop.
Darn it.
Stay in the friend zone.
I feel bad for him.
Well, at least you're making a friend.
Anyway, all right. That's it. That sums up our recap of episode. What was this? This is episode 13 of Married at First Sight, season 14. So, got some good things coming up for season 14. Looks like adding more drama, but
more festivity, y'all.
Yes, is on the way. So thank you guys for watching us or watching our review. Don't forget to leave a comment. Give us some of your thoughts. Like and subscribe to our channel. Check out our other videos as well. And we will see you next week as we go over episode 14.
14, y'all.
14, episode 14. We'll see you next week. Thanks.